They're getting a little bit closer now to Dak Prescott. Let's take a look at that motion. Back foot still coming up off the ground. We were wondering if anything would look different in his throwing motion, but still pretty close to what we've seen in the past. Yeah, now they have both backs in the backfield, Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, with Pollard out wide. Yeah, he didn't fake a flip. I thought he was going to throw it in the bleachers from here. Watch this fake. I like that, a little flair. There you go.
Second down and 30. Sideline talk. Inbounds. Gallup. 3 grabs on this drive and then moves the sticks. First down. Take a look. Let's see if he's in.
Absolutely.
Control.
You've seen a few toe tappers in this stadium, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Santonio Holmes.
Taking that corner down there.
Super Bowl, Pittsburgh, Arizona, back in the early season. Next call to the 22-yard line. Blake Jarwin, they expected so much from him last year. And then on opening night, Sunday Night Football in Los Angeles, first game at SoFi Stadium, gone for the season.
Yeah, and now he's really been the vertical threat on this offense, but you have to give credit to Dalton Schultz, who came in after him and had a career year for him, and now both of them back. And it was good to see Dak on that one, getting out on a bootleg and making a throw on the run.
Prescott's not known for over 100 yards. With 45 to go in the opening quarter. Here comes the blitz. Fake throw. Prescott hangs it. Throws caught. That is Lamb. And Lamb loses. The field just looks at it. A touchdown. C.D. Lamb. 22 yards to cap a 75-yard drive. And extra point away from tying the game.
The old fake-a-rooski. They're going to fake a screen. Here comes the cornerback, Sean Murphy bunting, and then right by him for the touchdown. Double check. Looks like it. See the weight up for that drop. I'll tell you, this has been some creative offense. You can tell that these two teams had plenty of time to prepare for each other.
Of course, the Cowboys in particular showing nothing during preseason. That's Murphy Bunting who got hurt. He got beaten on the play. A guy who had 3 interceptions in postseason last year, a big postseason start, but they work on him. Injury time.
There's something in the air. I love the silence. There's something coming out. I feel it rising. Something at the top is just beginning. It all starts now. It all starts now. It all starts now.
One evening as the sun went down, no fire was burning, I'm a back there, and boys I'm not turning, I'm headed
It's a multi-flex tailgate. It can be a step. It can even become a workspace. What's the red button? It never workspace.
The Chevy Silverado with the available multi-flex tailgate. Find new adventures on new roads. Chevrolet. Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
Pizza Hut's Detroit-style pizza is back. Same crispy crust, cheese all the way to the edge, and the sauce still on top. Okay, now I'm hungry. The Detroit-style pizza. Create your own and pick from 3 signature recipes. No one else pizzas the Hut.
I got you. He's this close.
CeeDee Lamb is given a Sedarian. Getting into the end zone, an extra point away from tying the game. Murphy Bunting got hurt on the play. We'll check on him. Looking to the sideline. Zero line for the extra point. We're not at a 7. There's a viewing party going on at AT&T Stadium in Dallas. They're watching the game. Pretty happy about that. After 30 seconds after this from AWS.
According to AWS Next Gen Stats, Lockett had a 25.9% chance to catch that.
What a play!
AWS, you can stat that.
Game drugs for wiping in on first down. Stat stats. Stat picks.
How was that even possible?
Opening night, so the commissioner is here. There's Roger Yelich. Sherry performed before the game there. He is in the front. It's always exciting. It's the beginning of the season. Last year was so different. We were in Kansas City. Very few fans. Great to have everyone back. I even missed the traffic jams. No, not really. Kind of, sort of. Down through the end zone.
Look back at Sean Murphy Bunting, a very key part of this secondary. That right arm, he's going to take a big swing in there, and it just got trapped. When Winfield came over, it got trapped between the two of them. And now the one position that I did not think they were very deep at was the quarterback position. And he is such a huge part of their playoff run. Interceptions in the first 3 playoff games. And that is really unfortunate.
And that was the real question about Tampa Bay. And the key guys are back, top to bottom, but depth. And you got to pay the price for having guys up front. What about depth, though? Here's Ronald Jones. Stopped there for a pretty nice tackle there by Anthony Brown. Second down and 7.
Ronald Jones really came out of nowhere last year. 5.1 yards per carry after the year before, where everybody was going, oh man, is this guy, did we make a bad choice or what? But Ronald Jones just kept going. And was talking to a lot of people about it. He said, I think it was just confidence. I swear, when he just started feeling confident in what he was doing, all of a sudden he took off. He really had a great year.
Running back situation, and here goes Brown again to the 45-yard line. So Brown's season off to a great start. He's already caught 3 from Brady to 71 yards, but there is a flag on the play. Back at the 34-yard line. Sean Hockey to make the goal. The teams have already advanced up to where the play ended.
Over the use of hands to the face. Defense number 7. This penalties decline as the result of the play is a first down.
Trayvon Diggs doing the 27, first down.
The Cowboys know they're not very good against the run, so they start sending people down, and this play action from Tom Brady is just horrible. Here they all come, oh, they didn't send us for a run. was such an issue for this football team trying to stop the run a season ago. And what it does to you offensively, when you stretch out the ball control and Tom Brady stays on the field.
I know I was live. Trying to work out something. That melon thing ended, and now they want me to pay for it. So now I'm looking for a new streaming. Went back to restream. See if maybe that works again. And I didn't know I went live. Rock and roll! So,
He only loses it when it's a good thing.
trying to see how it's working. Got the ball game going in the back. It's 7-7. That's right. It's a pretty good game.
Whoa. Do we have a rocket ship license? We have 6 players going, which means our probability of being passed is 92%.
$500,000? We could buy a regular rocket ship!
No more rocket ships.
Feel the NFL action like never before. Download the DraftKings Daily Fantasy app and get a free shot at $1 million.
What up, TV?
What do you think my next move should be?
Retirement. Tamp down the stress and amp up the relaxation, baby. Retirement is like winning another championship.
On the Spotty Network, this is what Tom heard.
Tamp, Bob, Bay. Maybe I'll even join you.
My goal, bring a championship for Tampa Bay. And Gronk's coming with me.
Mom, where are my football pants?
Don't trust big decisions to just any network. Go with T-Mobile. The go.
Wow. Where are my football pants?
Why does he call him the name?
Because he runs the city.
What about the real nasty city? Well, we're going back to Rocky Federal.
And I know what your job is. Careers. Fixing them. Part-time gangsters.
He's going to have to do what he's told.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number?
Because every was the night before.
Average heart rate, so I know how well I'm sleeping. So I know how well it's also temperature, so I stay cold. And since it's my movement, it automatically adjusts to help keep me comfortable all night. Sleep Number takes care of the signs, so I can focus on other things. The Sleep Number reduces the one is on its own side on Sleep Number.
What if you could see all the things your life could be? Makes you wonder, what if?
From Tampa starting the second quarter, tonight's aerial coverage being brought to you by Geico. Now, Idol's Chris Conley's for the show for you. Thursday night, calls up the season at 4 down. The flag is down, and that one will be stopped inside the 5-yard line. But we'll see about the goal. It was a 4th and 5. Brady's telling his team to come on back.
Boom. Offense number 79. Guys have elected to report that 10 competitors from the previous spot. And replay. 4th down.
Folks can help support Hurricane Ida recovery efforts in the Gulf and the Northeast. Visit NFL.com/auction to bid on authentic items and support the Gulf Coast Renewal Fund and the American Red Cross. Text IDA to at 90999. Could donate $10 or even more.
That's a heck of a lot wider area than just New Orleans. There's a guy right there that knows it all too well. Leonard Fournette, he donated $100,000 to try and help rebuild the area he loves. Big star at LSU.
Which was thanks to having trained in Dallas and now open up their season instead of in New Orleans and Jacksonville. So the re-kick is a good one at the 9-yard line. That's Cedric Wilson. And he brings it back to the 11-yard line. And we've got another flag.
During the run, illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 25. The penalty enforced half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul. First down.
Similar to that Buccaneers defense last year, where they really came on at the end. First team to defeat 3 Super Bowl MVPs, Breeze, Rodgers, and Mahomes in one postseason. In the Super Bowl, Kansas City did not have a touchdown. Those in an NFL game in that period of time. And for Mahomes, and it was just a tour de force for that defense. Offense, they saw some of the acclaim, but people forgot about the defensive effort and the job that Todd Bowles did. His pass is caught for next to nothing by Cedric Wilson.
Out there with Levante David making the play. Levante David, I think that more fans and more coaches and more players were happy for him because he's been here the longest and enjoyed the most, but he's been tremendous.
Over the middle, that is caught at the 12-yard line by Tony Pollard. They're down and 3 now. Prescott is 12 of his first 15 for 131 yards.
Well, they got another huddle, but they didn't prevent the substitution, so it was a failed effort.
First time we had a deal with
Right.
noise at that time. And that will be stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's Dominic.
So the Melvin thing,
Wrapping up Pollard, so that was a very quick
the Melvin thing doesn't work.
Dallas offense.
We're back to
You're
restream.
going to see exactly why this Tampa defense has been so hard
It's
to run against. They are just
co-hosting is working, but it's very choppy.
down here against Tyron Smith on the outside, but it was also Peter Pan. It was Ndamukong Suh. Those guys meet at the running back. Last year, they allowed 1 yard by the ball carrier before contact. That was number 1 in the
So, hello. I don't even know if the microphone's working. Says that it is. Hello. Hey. Hello. I think it's the microphone on my laptop. Not my laptop, my hello. Hello. All right, I can't hear. So that's a good thing, I think. Okay, commercial. Which means I can tinker. I get to tinker. So I can put it right there. did something bad. I did something bad, everybody. The one thing I did notice with the other one, with the melons, the video wasn't choppy. This is got choppy video. But it is a problem. I forgot how much I hate Chris Collinsworth. I can tolerate Al Michaels. I can tolerate Joe Buck as much as I hate Joe Buck as well. Chris Collinsworth, I can't stand as an announcer. It really bugs me. He annoys me. I mean, from the quality that I mean, it can be done. I don't know how the audio is coming out because I can't hear myself. I do see the little green light going on and off, which means it is working. But because I muted the other thing, I can't hear out of my earphones, which means at least the audio from the other thing isn't working. So it's not echoing or distorted.
So that's Ryan Jensen of Tampa and Carlos Watkins of Dallas.
Ryan Jensen saying, "What? I've been taunting my whole life. How dare you call that on me?" He's a character out there for sure. But right now, the Dallas Cowboys going to have to come up with an answer for that little pick play, because if they're going to play man coverage on the outside, there you go. There's they both got after each other. A little late shot, I think, that maybe nothing. And then Jensen went back at him and probably got the second half of that call.
The officials looking after the play, so the play stands, even as offsetting penalties. And the ball right now from the 24-yard line. Brady on play action, fires, caught inside the 10. It's going to be first and goal. That's Darwin setting him up at the 6-yard line.
Welcome to the NFL, Michael Parsons. Now you're going to see this play action fake. He's going to suck up right there. And when you do, there's going to be big holes behind it. And Tom Brady's only been doing this for 20 years and won 7 championships. But that's what it is. Because when you struggle stopping the run, your linebackers have to react. And then you have a problem.
Doesn't tell you how long you've been straight at 27 minutes. And now that we're not live with SPORTSROB and the BOOB, I just thought of another topic that I wanted to discuss. So I'll have to make it for a topic next week. The new numbers for wide receivers and I guess anybody, really, I don't like it. Cornerbacks have always been 20-somethings and 40-somethings. Running backs, same thing. Wide receivers, always in the 80s. Gronk just got a touchdown.
In there, and then you just watch him just sort of casually sort of fall back out of here, bootleg. Of course, Tom Brady's going to bootleg. Did he run into traffic? No, he found a little hole for Tom Brady, and that was it. It was so amazing to watch him catching those touchdown passes in the Super Bowl too, wasn't it?
Remember, Gronk had retired.
Kind of looked like Gronk wasn't supposed to be there because there was another Buccaneer. But, of course, Collinsworth and the other guy won't do it because they're too busy, like, sucking dick. And not just Buccaneer dick. They're sucking cowboy dick as well. I mean, they're just like either player when Dak Prescott does something wrong. Watch. Mark my words. One of them will bring up, well, that's because he didn't play the whole preseason. Guarantee it. So, like I was saying, the Millen thing, of course, worked great, but now it's done. And not just done, they no freebie. So they want you to pay $50 or don't use it. So now I'm back to Restream, seeing how that works. Again, the problem I had with Restream was everything was fine until you brought in a co-host and had that other camera going, and then things got choppy and laggy. I mean, the video is not the best feed, but they do say use it on a desktop or a laptop. I'm using it on an iPad, so that could be why. Unfortunately, Dave is off doing wrestling stuff or sleeping. Or he could be watching the game, but I don't know.
Understood.
Is he in? Did he say he ate too? I get it.
Tom Brady's done a lot of commercials. But so either I find another thing like Restream, the Melon thing, I can't do free. Anyway, it's either pay or don't use us. And I can't $15 a month for a hobby. I just don't want to do that. I will keep looking. I wish I knew what these were called. I'm streaming platforms is what I'm using to search. So when I find out what they're actually called, the search might go better. So I could be searching what I'm actually looking for. I mean, Restream gives you the option to go pro and upgrade. But at least you can still use it. I wouldn't have known about it. I went back to go do something, and that's when it gave me. I went to go on, and it told me, "No, you can't unless you give us $15." So I logged out, went back. I thought it was that because I was, but no. So using the Melon thing is done, of course, because it worked fucking perfectly, except for the lag. And I think the lag was just Dave was on Twitcher watching and answering, and there was a big definite delay from live to Twitch. So as far as timing, but once he went right to the thing, the timing was perfect. Timing is everything. But like I said, this platform, Restream, clearly said that it works best on a desktop and or laptop. So there is that. I have to go to the bathroom. Rolling. Like I do.
I thought we were about to see the first Dak Prescott run of the year right there. And you just wonder, he really hasn't been hit in this game, at least in my memory. Let's take a look. No.
1 foot.
He's out.
That's like Pierre Paul. You saw him on the sideline. There he is at the end. He knows he's there for the stop. He looks right at the official and says, look. He says, look at the big board. Big challenge. Look at that.
Yeah, a win feels good. You know what feels better? A better GM. Hitting overs, hitting unders, covering those spreads. Woo! That's how we do, baby. Now hold on a second. Now you're winning with the king of sportsbooks.
Come in for lemonade. Leave supporting entrepreneurs. Like me. We'll be valuable. Shouldn't cost more.
Protection so good, it's scary. The Adams Family too, playing October 1st. When your family gathers around a shakaroni from Papa John's, you're sharing more than extra cheese and pepperoni. You're sharing scholarships, meals, and laughter. Because $1 from every shakaroni goes to charity.
Shakaroni!
Purpose.
If you're living on borrowed time, you know what time.
Obviously, heads up, doesn't really mean done.
What if we could rebuild it?
Question everything. We did. The all-new Hyundai Tucson. Original series from Marvel Studios.
This gift date is on
Okay. Mongchu! So we're going to end this because really not doing anything. Just gonna stick.
It's a completed pass, and it's second down.
At first, we thought he only had one foot down. We put it under the microscope, put this baby under the mic, and there it is. You can see that the other foot, the toe gets down, the left foot is in. And in New York, they showed touchdowns.
Is that an NBC?
That's in a laboratory somewhere. Second down and 4. So now he's down to just one challenge the rest of the game. That's to the outside. That's correct. Michael Gallup. Good night for him thus far. But Harry makes the tackle on the play, gain of 8. And a first down there for Gallup tonight. Already 4 passes for 36.
Shaq Barrett, we all know him as one of the best pass rushers in all the National Football League, but he also can play off the ball and go out and make plays in space. But I really like what the Cowboys are doing. They're staying away from those big monster defensive linemen.
Monsters. So, and the one thing I do like about Restream, I believe this is simulcasting on YouTube as well. And it would probably go to Facebook. So I got to see if we can do this to SPORTSROB and the BOOB as well. So when it's everywhere, it'll be on Facebook. It'll be on their YouTube page. It'll be on the Twitch page. Getting a toothache. Another weird thing that happened. Whenever the temperatures change, like we're going into fall now, I get a toothache. Like when it goes from winter to summer, I get a toothache. When it goes from summer to fall, I get a toothache. When it goes from fall to winter, I get a toothache. I don't know what it is. It's very strange indeed. Oh, I did not know Jason Pierre-Paul went to the Pro Bowl. Well, he probably didn't go to the Pro Bowl because he was going to the Super Bowl. That's another thing I kind of upset with the Giants for, because we're in desperate need of an edge rusher. That man is still doing it. And again, these things happen after the stream is over. And now I have stuff to say. But Jason Pierre-Paul, as a Giant fan, I knew he still had more ball in him. Even after blowing the fuck out of his hand. I mean, look what he's doing. They just said Pro Bowl, the only guy who went to the Pro Bowl, and he went to another Super Bowl with another team. Is that why Tampa Bay? No, the reason Tampa Bay went to a Super Bowl was Tom Brady and Bruce Arians. but he's still playing at a high level. I've heard his name mentioned a couple times. And it's just the Giants, he's washed up, blah, 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 blah. And we haven't had an edge rusher since he left. And he's still doing it at a high level for the Buccaneers. I think 5 years removed. I think he's been out away from the Giants 5 years. And he's still playing at a high level. So that was, as far as front office oopsies, that was wrong. Wow. 14-7 still. Missed field goal by Dallas. Don't bother knocking. House is rocking. Don't bother. Do they have the rights to that song? Wonder if people bother like CBS and NBC and shit like that. There's copyrights. And I'll say no, because I follow Kevin Bacon on Facebook, and he does this thing, Monday Blues, where he picks 3 songs if you have the Monday Blues to listen to, and it'll make you feel better. And he plays songs, not the whole song, just little chunks of it. And Facebook doesn't, ooh, he's Kevin Bacon. I get fucking muted even if something's in the background and it's not even me playing it. I tell this story a lot. I went live on Facebook because I thought there was a house fire up ahead. So I started filming. We were parked, and my cousin was in the store, in a restaurant, I forget what. I think it was Gale anyway. But I was filming. Right where we were parked, there was a red light. This car pulled up, and they were playing music in their car. Not my car, in their car. And the whole time, it was muted. Facebook muted it. And it's like, I can't go, can you turn that down? I'm live on Facebook. Fucking stupid. It's idiotic either way. It's not like I'm making money off it. I could see if I was cashing in using the song. It's ridiculous how greedy people have gotten. And by people, I mean, you know who I mean. Now, it's not like I was pirating CDs or pirating movies. I think that's stupid and dumb. Why would you do that when you can buy the original with the commentation? I think we have a turnover. Ooh. I got our first turnover. Oh, Peanut Tillman punch. No, you know who started that? It's called Lawrence Taylor, you dick. I mean, if he's going to make a fucking statement, make the right statement. Lawrence Taylor was the first one to utilize that move to cause fumbles and stuff like that. So, fuck Peanut Tillman. And fuck fucking Chris Collinsworth. And while we're at it, fuck the Cowboys. Just because. Just because. That's about the almost third time he's almost thrown an interception. He's gonna end up picking it up sooner or later. Picking it off, not picking it up. And the only thing this did, if they stop him here, is give him another shot for that field goal they just missed. Gotta love him.
This guy looks like he's getting ready for EKG.
Right, you should. I'm telling you, he lives life to the fullest. And we're just saying that we won't tell everything we know about the guy, but if you want to have a good time, and if you ever happen to get a chance to just sit down and talk about anything on God's great earth, you will have a good time with that guy right there.
He thought he was done after Arizona. Finished with coaching, went to CBS for a year, and then Tampa Bay just felt great. Like the ownership, like the situation down here, like this. Tom Brady falls into his lap in his second year. Third down and 8. That's Cedric Wilson through the 11th for a big conversion on third.
See, like the one on a wide receiver just does not look right. The only reason a player should wear number 1 is if they're a kicker, a quarterback, or they are the number 1 draft pick. And they just want everyone to know. But his second year, he's got to give that 1 up to that year's first-round draft pick. So that's the only time you should wear number 1, is whoever's number 1 draft pick. And now we get to the zeros. I don't know what. I think there's only been 2 players that wore 0. There was a 0 and 00, I believe.
So in the pocket, when it's your knee, you have a lot more fear of getting hit on the knee. The ankle, not so much. He got hurt running. And we had a conversation about where you're going to take off and run and all the things. And his answer was, I'm playing ball. I'm playing.
Well, this turnover is turned out so far to be a bad thing because Dallas might score. Touchdown, Dallas.
So the fumble sets up a short drive at the 27 and really going 5 plays.
Most impressive play of the night by Dak Prescott. Here you are. You're under a pressure situation. Drops the snap. Instead of panicking and just throwing it away like a lot of quarterbacks would have done, he picks it up, he finds his guy, and delivers the touchdown. That is one heck of a play for a guy coming off of the injuries he's seen. And it's not such a happy moment there for him.
Mari Cooper, part of the worst deals in NFL history. Wow, kicker just missed an extra point now. He's missed a field goal and an extra point. Dallas, fuck you, just cuz. Anyway, what I was saying, the Raiders, Mari Cooper. I forgot the other guy's name. Defensive player, plays for the Bears now. Yeah, that guy. don't know why they were traded. And then your team sucks after that, and you wonder why. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Khalil Mack, that's the guy's name. See, I got a lot to talk about now. Now that football's on, and I got my football juices going. Would you like a sip? It's football juice. Some football juice. But now I'm coming up with stuff that we could discuss. Like me personally, that was 2 trades that made me go, what? The Khalil Mack one was more. And the numbers thing is just bothering me. And I think just anybody can just pick whatever. Like we're going to start seeing linemen wearing 3. No. A big fat guy with a big 3. No, that don't look good. I don't like it at all. But now, like Shepard on the Giants, Sterling Shepard, number 3, went from 87 to number 3. No, you're not a kicker. Even 3 isn't even good for a quarterback number. I mean, some numbers, single numbers look good on quarter, like 4. Brett Favre, 4, wore that well. Steve Young, 8. Worked. You put a 1 on there, just no. Like Cam Newton 1. Fuck you. Fuck you, Cam. Again, I think if we're going to have ones out there, if you are that team's number 1 pick, you get to wear that number 1 year to show, look at me, I was number 1 at one time. But then you have to give it up. Oh, another turnover. Yeah, see, he's wearing number 7. No. I look at number 7, he just intercepted. Wait, why is there a kicker out there? Now, look at that. Number 7 bobbled it to a number 7. It was like Fournette's a running back, isn't he? I'm confused. I thought Fournette was why is he wearing number 7? So now Dallas is back in business on the 20-yard line. After looking at that again, all right, it was a little high, but the guy jumped for it. Fournette did not have to jump for that. And that's what happens when you wear number 7 and you're a running back. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm not going to get used to that. Like I said, that's the first thing that clicked in my head when the interception wearing number 7. I went, why is there a kicker out there? It's a close one. That was a close one. I'm just not. I'm old school. Linebackers are 50s. Linemen are 60s to 70s. Wide receivers are 80s. 90s can be linemen, defensive line, and offensive line. Cornerbacks, running backs are in the 20s to 40s. quarterbacks can be single to teens. That's number 4 almost interception for Dak. So evidently taking your helmet isn't a penalty anymore. And kickers, ones, single numbers. Like a kicker can't be 11 or 10. Kicker is 1 through 9. It's just me. I don't like change. Hey, finally got a kick. So Dallas now has the lead by 2. The turnovers will kill ya. That's 9 points off of turnovers. So who's says I got 3 people. What are you watching? It's just me watching a football game. Babbling. If it's Dave, the Mellon thing is now a paid thing. Evidently, they only allow you a certain amount of time or 30 days, and my 30 days ran out. So I'm not paying 15. So I'm back to Restream, trying out Restream to see what's happening there. It's working a little better. I think the video is choppy because it says for best results, use a laptop or a desktop computer. I'm using forgot what it was, an iPad. So that's probably why the video is a little choppy. There you go. Cut it out. Cut it up. Not bad. Tampa's playing a little sloppy, turning the ball over. But the Cowboys, I've counted almost 4 turnovers. Like almost. They don't count. But they've almost intercepted the ball 4 times. So Dak, I'm going to say, is a little rusty with his accuracy. But as of now, he has not thrown an interception yet. So it is what it is. What was the killer was back-to-back turnovers by the Buccaneers. First they fumbled, Dallas scored a touchdown, missed the extra point. Then the ensuing kickoff, the first play, interception, not Tom Brady's fault. Leonard Fournette, because he was wearing the number 7, tipped the ball. And Tom Brady just proved why he's Tom Brady. Just threw a touchdown to Antonio Brown. Those 2 are clicking, by the way. They're clicking. That was a good pass, a good route. To one player was supposed to be washed up and done. Looks like he's going to have a good year if he can stay healthy and out of trouble. See, this is what the football juices are flowing now. You see, this is my juices weren't flowing before. Now they're flowing. Got a cup of juices, football juices. Take a sip of some football juice. And I've been talking football. But we'll discuss. I want to know. I mean, I got to jot down what I want to discuss on the stream. Like, the number thing was always one of the topics that I wanted to discuss. And I'm still not for it. Like I said, I know who Leonard Fournette is. I know he's a fucking running back. Number 7. No. That shit don't work for me. At first, I saw it. It was like there was two number sevens. Number 7 intercepted the ball, but Tom Brady threw to a number 7, and I went, "Why are there kickers on the field? Why are there so many kickers on the field? Why is Tom Brady throwing to a kicker?" So that I'm not gonna be able to get used to that. Sterling Shepard, I just said this earlier. Sterling Shepard, wide receiver, has been 87 since he's been a Giant. Now he's number 3. No. No. Don't like it. That might be my next poll. I'll do a off-week poll. How do you feel about the new numbers thing in the NFL? Because the pick the winner has got to be the Sunday night game. That'll be the next pick poll. But I just don't like it. Would be like seeing a quarterback wearing 56. No. Tampa's defense, the secondary is not playing very well. Seem to be in the hurry up. We're doing a hurry up, but it's taking them forever to do it. Might as well have huddled, motherfuckers. You literally let. Why didn't you just huddle? Fucking dumb. What the fuck was that? They literally let 21 seconds go away, but they went into the hurry up offense. Yeah, that'll show them. Hello.
USAA presents this salute to service moment. Gearing up to start the season as defending Super Bowl champions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers hosted active duty military, veterans, and their families at training camp during Military Day presented by USAA. Bucs military fans were honored with special tributes throughout the day.
Got my own ring.
Rag
tag.
At salute2service.com.
My battery's going to die on my feed. So I guess we're going to stop this now. I could try to see if it works over there. I don't think it's long enough. No. Okay, kids.
There are a lot of ways to offer hope. Our way is by donating a portion of it.
That's pretty much it. There's a shot of a Craver box. A picture of me at the workspace. It's Stewie in the background there. What up, Stu? This left-right thing confuses me when I'm watching it. He's having a night. He's having a night.
I tell you, they are true to form. We talked about it. Some that X receiver.
So
They get one-on-one. They'll never throw it anywhere else.
I guess now that it's just me, no, everybody left. So I'm leaving anyway. So we'll have to use Restream, evidently, until I